Now, around a decade ago, I started Aspire Property Group, our deal packaging company, and later our education group with my business partner, Dan. Fast forward to today, I am super excited to show you around. Come on in. We've made this sort of bit of an entrance, if you like. So a really big move into this office. We were starting to think about bringing investors in, showing them around, and really just showing what we're about. And so we designed this out as a bit of a seating area to make people feel comfortable when they're coming in, but also as a bit of an entrance piece to show off what we're about. So sort of got a bit of greenery to the right, got the brick slip wall with our logo on the top, and a few of our awards on the wall as well. And something you probably definitely won't notice on camera is the different sort of design going through, and this whole shape on the floor that's different from the carpet is a bit of a tip of the hat to our Aspire Property Group logo. Over here is we've got the kitchen. Ignore the beers on the side, we've been celebrating, all right? So we decided to keep the kitchen pretty clean and simple, but a nice sort of stretch as we're getting bigger and bigger, having more space. Simple things like needing 2 fridges, 2 microwaves, 2 dishwashers, really does not really come into mind until you absolutely need it. But anyway, it's behind the scenes, so it's tucked away from everything so people can get their cups of teas and lunches in the day. Now we're gonna go into Alex's office, also his studio. Kind of started getting this kitted out right now, and you'll notice, I think, as you come in, I hope you notice, is different kind of sound. And the reason for that is because of these grey things on the wall, which are sort of, I don't know if they're soundproofing the whole area, but it really dampens the noise. So I definitely noticed that when I'm talking in here, it doesn't echo as much. And with my loud ass voice, it really does travel quite a lot. And then you'll notice these things on the floor, which initially when I saw it, I was like, what on earth is this? But actually it makes it so easy because you'll notice on the YouTube channel, and then what you won't see, unless you're on it already, is in our academies, is we have set scenes that we go through when we're filming sat down. It's a very set position. So you'll notice the desk is in line with these stickers on the floor. Back here, we've got stickers. Just to the right of you there, you've got the smart screen that you all love on the channel. And that's where we're standing a lot, doing a lot of the academy parts. And then the additional bits that we've got this rig up here, which is absolutely massive to put things on so you get the lighting right. And it moves around really easy. Even short asses like me can reach it as well, which is nice. So we're going to be spending some time designing this as the second phase of the office. So you'll see that when it's done. But the reason why we sort of invested in this is obviously I make a lot of videos for you guys and I want to do a lot more. And this space, despite it not being a massive space, it's about 3 to 4 times the size that we had before. So it allows us to be a bit more inventive with the videos that we're creating. Anyway, let's go back into the main office. So the main part of the office is divided by this wall. So originally this up to that wall was one office, and then that room was another office. But I wanted to create an open office, if you like, without allowing too much noise to travel, and the sales team are bloody loud. So on this side, you kind of got the more operative side of the business. So you've got Alex and his crew in this corner on media and marketing, and this is where honestly, they get to spend their entire day just looking at my face. They're probably the luckiest employees that I've got overall. Over here, we've got the operations side. So you've got KD, my PA, you've got the finance team, you've got the events team, and then we're building out this side. We're definitely operations light, if you like. So we're sort of bulking this out. And then if we go just behind here, we've got, well, this is a pretty boring room, but I'll show you anyway. We wanted a space for storage. I know that sounds really weird, but bollocks. It's a really small thing, but there's one side of me, it's like, oh, I can't believe I'm paying rental space to store random stuff. But as you get a bigger team in the bigger office, there's so much stuff that you just don't think about. And as you can see, it takes up a lot of space. Coming back out, we've got these 4 rooms. Now, the 2 Concentrate there and calm over there. These are sort of getaway spaces. And as you look around them, it's sort of, we've kept it very simple, very clean. We're going to do some bits on the walls to some nice interior design stuff. But it's really like, you know, the downside of being in an open office is sometimes if you're doing a task that really requires concentration, you can't achieve that all the time. So we wanted a bit of a space where the rules are, yeah, you go in there and work, but no phones, no phone calls and no chatting. So it's very much a, I am here to focus, if you like. And Alex actually came up with the 4 names on this, that we put it out to the team and he came up with concentrate, create, calm and collaborate. So well done, Alex. Gold star. So the one in the middle is create. So with this one, we've got a few different touches. So again, you'll notice the grey soundproofing on the wall to dampen the sound. And again, if you come in instantly, you can dampens down. Now we've got that on up there at the moment, so you could probably hear the fan going off for the aircon, but automatically the sound's dampened. We've also got this curtain, which I know looks seductive, but it's actually a soundproof curtain. So when you close this off and I'm doing podcasts, I realise you can hear me the same, the mic's here, all right? Any cocky comments? But when I'm doing a podcast, what it means is that the outside noise doesn't come in and me yapping on doesn't distract other people. So that is primarily for doing podcasting, maybe some filming and bits like that. The final room is collaborate. So we started getting bigger and bigger, and we wanted a room that really sort of had enough space for board meetings and things like that. So currently we've got it this size. We've got these tables on, we've got plugs in the middle of the table so we can do stuff, and then a TV at the end of the wall. Now, the bit that I mentioned on the wall is this, which is integrity. So integrity is one of our 5 values of the business, and you'll be able to see them as we're going around. But the way that we've designed these is to have them representing something internally and externally. And there's something that's really shaping the form of our business as leaders, how we're making decisions, but also employment practices and how we're bringing on people and retaining the right people as well. For example, if we have a staff base that doesn't represent what the company's about, then we don't want them being a part of Aspire long term. Let's go out here. Something we really wanted to do is just have fun. Oh, and I won't lie, this was a terrible idea getting the sofa. It is as comfy as it looks, right? So the idea of this is just to have an area in the office where we can actually just zone out a bit, just take 5 minutes to ourselves. So again, you'll notice behind me, we've got another value, which is family focused. And then this weird grill on the wall. And you might think, what the hell is that? Well, that's a photo wall. So the idea is that each year we're going to start getting some Polaroid cameras and things like that. So whenever we're going out for a meal, some staff outings and things like that, or some random things, maybe some of the team just go out with each other. And we want to capture the memories. So it's going to be the Aspire year of 2023, year of 2024. And we sort of put it on there and just capture what Aspire is about through the ages, if you like. But yeah, ultimately, just a place to chill out. So when England's playing every now and then, we can do that. Come through here and I'll show you the consultation side, the sales team, right? So this is mainly, well, in fact, it's all property side. So to walk you through the layout, you've got on this side, you've got the investor team. When a lead comes in, qualify you, make sure you're right for the service, make sure the service is right for you. And then you'll either get booked in with one of the consultants, and that will happen behind, we'll get there in a moment. And then once you've been onboarded as an investor, this side of the table is then working for you. Think of them as your personal shopper, if you like. And they are the property team, the acquisitions team. So they'll spend all of their time negotiating properties, closing them. Once that's done, we match you together, the property and the investor, and we come over to the case progressions team. So we've got 3 amazing girls over here, and their sole focus in the company is getting it from sale agreed to sold and the keys are in your hand, but not before it goes to Saeed, who does all of the project coordination and the refurbishments on the property, and then it's handed to our lettings team. So we've got an end-to-end process here. It's all sort of deal packaging, the refurbishment, the legals, the brokering, and the letting side of things. And so this is a really built out team now, and it just works really well to provide the best service possible. Now, from a business point of view, it actually makes less profit, but I'm okay with that because it increases the control for us, which reduces the stress of somebody else outside of us messing up. But also if we mess up, we're in more control of solving it. But also for the customer, for our investors, it's just much more streamlined because we can actually be the one-stop shop for everything they need. But let me show you over here, which is our consultation pods. Now, these things are a bloody nightmare, to be honest. they cost a lot of money, but it was a worthwhile investment. So they cost about 10 grand a piece, but building it in as a sort of built-in wall would have cost about 5 grand a piece. And then you can't move them. The idea of these is they come with a 10-year warranty. So if we move office, we can bring them with us, all of that sort of thing. But the whole idea, and again, you won't feel the impact of this because you can actually hear me, but hopefully what you can notice on or listening in is, again, the dampening of sound. And that's because we've got these bits on the wall. You've got light in here. You've got aircon, which you can now hear, and everything that comes with it. You've also got plugs and things like that. But it's a great opportunity, and again, hopefully you can notice the difference there, for the team to be able to focus. Hey, if you're an investor that's looking to buy a couple of £100,000 of property, do you want to hear everyone in the background yammering on, or do you want to have a private conversation? That's the idea. I really like standing meetings. I think sometimes when you want a quick meeting and you go and sit down from it, you start getting comfortable, grab a cup of tea, and it's like, no, fast-paced morning meetings. So this is mainly for the consultation team, the sales side, the property side, acquisition team, to really drill in what the day's goals are. What investors are we looking to facilitate today? Who are we looking to help? What properties are looking likely to come through before they sit down behind and start working on the day? So as we're walking through, you'll see value first, leadership, and generational wealth, the final 3 of our company values. And again, as we're coming through here, you'll notice this one through there and this one here. What we're looking to is we've got some greenery in here. These are fake plants, unfortunately, but we are going to be getting some real plants around it because there's a lot of studies around oxygen and from plants and what it does for an office. So that's going to be cool. And then we've got this little breakout area as well. And we're going to do some bits down here to maximize the space. But the idea is that it's just a nice little chill out area where people aren't eating at their desks. They're sort of sat here. And it's also an opportunity for teams to come together. Now, the final bits on this side is we've got a little kitchenette area there because the sales team love their tea and coffee, and I don't want them going in, out, walking through the other office, which is great. We've got this little room, which I won't bother showing you right now. It's used as storage right now whilst we're doing the final touches. But the idea is it's going to be a bit of a mindfulness room. So we're going to put some bean bags in there, a bit of chill out, no phones, just zen out a little bit. And it's also going to be a bit of a prayer room as well for those people that want to use it. The final piece is this room here, which is Dan, my business partner's office. You'll notice that I don't really have an office, which I'll talk through in a moment. But this is Dan. Dan does a lot of tasks. This is Dan. That's where Dan sits. This is Helen's space, which is Dan's executive assistant. And he really does a lot of tasks that require focus, a lot of attention, and no interruptions. So he decides he can concentrate a lot better here, and this is his den, if you like. But for me, I don't really have an office. I tend to sort of sit wherever. I sort of go around the teams. And I think a lot of my role in the business is working with multiple teams through the day. So I don't have a computer in the office. I've got a laptop and I just move around as and when I see fit. So that's it. That's the new Aspire office, and you'll see it with the people in as well. And there's space to grow in this, and we've got pretty big growth plans over the rest of this year and next. And believe it or not, soon enough, we will need another office. So hopefully that was interesting. I know it's a bit different to the other videos that I do, but hey, I really think this is about sharing the journey. And I'm really proud of this office. I'm really excited about the future of Aspire and what it means for you. So let me know what you thought in the comments. Let me know what your favorite part of the office is. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you did get value, make sure to hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.